Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it's been what, 5 months? Absolutely unacceptable. Um, I needed a break. I needed a break. We're in a pandemic. We've officially been in a pandemic for a year now. I live in Canada, so it's just kind of haywire over here, and it's not easy. So I'm trying to get the ball rolling again on my YouTube. I had plans for this YouTube and videos and content that I wanted to create, but I have to, listen to myself and kind of just flow with how life is happening and be kind to myself and give myself a break when I need it. But now it's time to get the ball rolling, and start putting out some videos. So for today's video, what I have for you is a speed drawing of a beautiful drawing that I just did of a Gerbera daisy. I think that's what it's called. In Canada, we have entered our third wave of lockdown, and just based off of things that I'm seeing online, it kind of feels like other countries are more open than us. I have a friend that lives in America. She lives near Buffalo, and life is moving on for her, and things are still locked down for us, and it's affecting small businesses, it's affecting jobs, but most importantly, well, I don't know if it's most importantly, but most evidently to me, it's affecting people's mental health. It's affecting my mental health. The weather's starting to get nicer, so I feel like good weather is good for your mind, and I've been trying to find reasons to get myself to go outside. But like with the lockdown, they're even closing public spaces and public parks and like putting up barriers and for things, and it's just kind of discouraging. I'm still gonna find a way to go outside because I need it, but it's very discouraging. In order to keep myself, I guess, kind of level-headed, I've been practicing gratitude, things that I should be grateful for, because I keep focusing on what should be, and during times like this, we can't really say what should be because we don't have as much control over the things that have been happening in the past year. Because of this lockdown, the government has been able to step up and take certain measures. But lockdown or not, when it comes to life, you don't really have control over the things that happen all the time. I'm a control freak. I like to try and have control over everything. I like to plan everything out, organize everything step by step, have a routine, have goals. And then when things just don't go like the way that I want, I freak out a little bit. So, yeah, I think right now I'm just practicing like letting go and just accepting how things are, just being okay with not having control over everything, and just being okay with not knowing how things are gonna go. So I didn't want this entire video to be only about the pandemic and things like that. I also wanted to briefly discuss, I guess, my views on drawing and coloring black skin and dark skin. For this video, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about doing hands, like black people's hands, because first of all, in college, we did not learn how to paint or draw black skin, right? Which is problematic to me because once you start getting into darker pigments of skin, you really have to pay attention to undertones. Like me, I'm a light bright, so my undertones tend to be on the yellow side. But some dark skinned people, their undertones tend to be more on the red side. Not all necessarily, but granted, I would know more about this if in college, when we were studying how to paint skin, we also learned how to paint dark skin. But anyways, when it comes to doing dark skin and doing hands, I find that a lot of people, they don't do the palms of the hands the right color. And sometimes, okay, if you go through my Instagram, you're gonna see sometimes I just absolutely gave up and just did the whole hand one color. And I think when you're doing like cartoony kind of things, because cartoons generally, they just eliminate as many details as possible, you lose that. but I'm not doing cartoons. I'm doing human hands. So we want to show as much accuracy as possible. But when trying to achieve this like lighter palm, when you're coloring, when you're filling in the skin color, if you just go and straight up pick a peach color for the palm of the hand, something just doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right. And that's because it's not as simple as just picking a peach color for the palm of this black person's hand. You have to make sure that this lighter tone, this lighter peach color that you're choosing for the palm of their hand blends well with the skin tone that you chose for the rest of their skin. The palm of the hand is not necessarily going to be just a lighter version of the brown skin. It can be more to the peachy side, but you have to play with it. So what I did was I ended up picking a color for the skin and playing with the opacity and the blending options so that it looks natural. So what I kind of wanted to touch on with this video as well is so I studied illustration in college. I went to college for 4 years. Technically I went for 5 years because I did 1 year at another school. But I made a video about that, and I talked about all the great things that I learned in college, why I thought it was worth it to go to college for art. But one thing that I really wish I learned that I really didn't learn in college was how to paint and draw different ethnicities. And for me, it was more important that I knew how to paint and draw black people and black skin because I'm black. Why wouldn't I at least know how to draw myself? And in these college courses and classes that I was taking, we were literally studying human anatomy. They were telling you, how important it is for you to understand human anatomy and how to understand the human body to be able to understand how to draw it. And this went literally down from bone structure, the way that our bones connect, to the way that eyes are shaped and the way that noses are shaped and the distances between eyes, nose, ears, skull, everything. And we even had classes where we learned about how to paint skin and how skin looks in shadow, in light, in different mood settings with different lighting, just all different types of stuff. And then in the same painting class, we would get an assignment where we had to paint a self-portrait, and I'm expected to know how to paint black skin, but all of the time that we've been practicing painting skin, it's been white skin. So I have no fucking idea how to paint black skin, or had. Because I was paying for my education and I wanted to make sure that I was really getting the value for how much I was spending, because I was spending a lot. I made it like a thing in college that my default choice of skin color for my drawings would always be black, because I needed to learn how to draw black people and I wasn't being taught it. And to be honest, I've always really loved art, but art history hasn't always loved me. You know what I mean? I don't always see myself reflected in the art history world. So yeah, I don't know. That's my thing now is, representation. I want to fill in the blank where it was missing for me growing up. Wow, so if you've made it this far in the video, thank you. You can definitely look forward to more videos coming from me in the future. I'm trying to get back into my consistency. So if you liked this video, hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe. I would appreciate it a lot. And drop a comment and let me know what you think if you have anything to say about anything I said today. Bye.